Hey, what's up guys? Big Man Tech here. Back here with another video. And today I want to talk a little bit about, or show you a little bit about my setup. So we have the star of the show, the main boy, my PC, which I built myself, obviously. Pulled the side panels off so you don't get the reflection. I'll go into details on that a little bit later. But we got but it's an 011 Dynamic XL as the case. And got my Razer keyboard with the rainbow colors going on, matching Razer mouse. Razer mouse, and with the replacement keycaps on there, and even have a Razer mouse pad, as you can see over there. And then because I ended up getting the keyboard and mouse, I ended up putting a Razer desktop on a Razer background on my desktop. So you have that. My water bottle, some headphones. You got your iFixit kit, so I can get in there and take some stuff apart if I need to. Leatherman for box openings or whatever. Notepad, extra case for my phone, and some holder for actually USB sticks. And my work phone, and of course another screwdriver set. So that's it for that. So what's up guys? Like I said, this is the 011 Dynamic XL case. This is what I upgraded my machine to, so let's quick talk about what I upgraded from. I had a machine I built back in 2013. It was running an Intel i7 3770K processor. Had a 650 watt Corsair power supply. It was non-modular. Initially in that box, I had 16 gigs of RAM, G.Skill. I don't remember the exact model of that, but it was like DDR2, I think, maybe DDR3. Had a 512 gig hard drive, 500 gig hard drive for boot, and a 2 terabyte hard drive for my data drive. Initially, that box had two GTX EVGA GTX, two EVGA GTX 660 cards in there, and I eventually replaced them with a GeForce RTX 1070, which you see here. So when I decided to upgrade, I moved everything out, or initially I just gutted that box and put everything into that case, and then I decided I wanted more room and better airflow because, well, number one, this cooler I got as an upgrade was a bit too tight. That's a big honking cooler, and that case was a little small. So I went out, found a good price on the 011 Dynamic, and that was before I realized how popular that case had become. I mean, granted, I'm not upset about my purchase. I just had no idea how incredibly popular the case is, but now that I have it, and after I did my build, I understand why. This case is amazing to work in. It's very easy. As you can see, the sides come off. I took the side panel and top off just so you wouldn't get any glare on the video. Yeah, it's the easiest case I've ever worked in. Don't mind my rat's nest back there. When you have there's a reason behind that, but mostly because I'm trying to get a new desk because I'm wearing glass top desks and I can't get the desk that I want yet. Anyway, so that is my PC. Let's talk about the specs. So the upgraded specs, this thing is running the Asus TUF Gaming Z490 Wi-Fi edition. And the main reason I got the Wi-Fi edition of this motherboard is because I wanted to have Bluetooth, and the only way to get Bluetooth is to have the Wi-Fi in there, and so there's the little Wi-Fi antenna sitting on top of the thing. Okay, so out of the motherboard we have, well, you can see the big Cooler Master, Cooler Master Hyper, I believe it's either the Hyper or the Evo 220, or I'm sorry, 212. RGB edition. It comes with one fan. I actually had another fan that would go on there, so I stuck it on there because I wanted to do push-pull on the CPU cooler. And the reason I went with an air cooler as opposed to going with water cooler. Number one, it's cheaper, and two, I just didn't really want to have to deal with trying to didn't really want to have to deal with trying to build it if I was going to do a custom loop. And because the AIO coolers are all-in-ones, as they called, those things, they go for $200 or more, and I didn't want to spend that kind of money on just the cooler for this thing. And the air coolers are just as good. And this thing was, air coolers, you can get them for $40, so you can spend as much as $200 if you want. So there you have that. So processor in this is the Intel i7-10700K. I was playing with some overclocking. I turned it off just for now. It wasn't unstable. I just turned it off just because. For memory, I've got the G.Skill Ripjaws 32 gigs of that. It's running the XMP profile, so it's at 3200 speed. Again, for video card, it's the EVGA GeForce 1070. I plan on replacing that with a 3770 when those become available. But again, right now, they're just kind of hard to get your hands on, so there's that. 4 drives in here. I have a Western Digital NVMe 500 gig for a boot drive. I've got a 2 terabyte SSD from Crucial for a data drive, and then I've got basically a backup drive I got on sale. That's a 4 terabyte. Yeah, it's a 4 terabyte hard drive in there. Again, it's mostly for backups. I keep in my videos and that sort of thing, pictures. So that's that. And then I've got, of course, my fans. Since it is all air-cooled, my intake fans, which I actually just cleaned. I took this apart and cleaned it all yesterday. So my intake fans, I've got a total of 12 fans in this device, in this box, rather. So you got 3 there, my 3 there, 3 across the top, and of course, 2 on the CPU cooler, and 1 is the exhaust fan. Okay, now back to the desk. So, we have the Razer Black Widow Elite keyboard that I actually replaced the keycaps on because I wanted to do something a little bit different. I was starting to get into the whole build your own mechanical keyboard craze, but I decided I didn't want to do that just yet, so I just got some keycaps, really cheap. It just gives me a little bit of a different look. For the mouse, it's actually the Razer Naga Trinity. So the side panels on this pop off for most people, anybody who doesn't know. And it's like having 3 mice in one. So what you do, the one-handed struggles are real. Pop that off like that. Bang, there you go. And so yeah, this particular setting is great for a person like me who plays World of Warcraft, and anybody who plays World of Warcraft understands why you need that many buttons, because it's just that many spells. This is more for the MOBAs like League of Legends, Overwatch, that sort of thing. I don't play a whole lot, so I don't really use it that much. And then, of course, got your standard 2 button for basic everyday use. And I said I would get a little bit into the other mouse. So originally on my old system, before I rebuilt this one, this was my mouse, which is the Logitech G600. And again, the reason I got that is because I play Warcraft, and I needed a whole bunch of buttons. And again, this is the 12 buttons on the side, just like the Razer. However, when I originally bought the Razer Naga, which was before the Trinity, it was a lot smaller. And with my hand size, trying to use a mouse that was literally about this much small, that size, by comparison, it was really cramped. So, initially, like I said, I took that one, I actually let somebody borrow that one, and then I ended up getting the Logitech G600. Again, this one's 7 or 8 years old, and replaced it with that. And then I've realized And I thought I wanted to go ahead and try and get a new mouse when I built my new system. So I went and looked at it, and I actually tested out the Naga Trinity for size in the store and realized that it wasn't as small as I thought it was. Or at least it has gotten bigger since the, the old days. So went out and grabbed it. And yeah, I got it on sale. I didn't pay full whatever the $80 price, whatever they're asking for now. Oh, and for a size comparison, let me go grab another mouse. Hold on, I'll be right back. And we're back. So I went and grabbed another mouse that I had laying around. This is a Logitech, what is it? M185. This came from a set that I got that comes with a mouse and keyboard that I needed to basically use for my workstation setup for work. And that is actually a little bit smaller than the original Razer Naga, but not by much. So you can see here, like this thing just literally gets lost in my hand. It's so small. And it was causing me hand cramps from using it. Like the mouse basically stops like right here where my thumb is. Yeah. As opposed to this thing, which comes all the way to the palm of my hands. If you can see that. So much more comfortable fit. Large hand problems. Again, big man tech, big hands. Problems we run into. Anyway. So, the desktop here is the LG 34-inch display. It is a 1080p panel running 75 hertz. So, yeah, 1080p is okay. Not the greatest. I would like to get a faster display at a higher, or I'm sorry, a more higher refresh rate display, because again, this one's 75 hertz and maybe a higher resolution. I'd like to get it, yeah, maybe a 2K or maybe a 4K, I don't know. If I upgrade, I would probably, instead of getting one screen, I'd probably go back to two. I used to have two 24-inch Dell monitors that they're only 60 hertz. And I'll probably, if I get a chance, will upgrade to two 27 inches that are at least 144 hertz, maybe 240. We'll see what prices look like. But, you know, we'll see what happens. And I almost forgot to talk about this before. So these are my Logitech headphones. They are wireless. They were just charging, that's all. So these are the G935 wireless headphones. They've got really good sound, really nice cushioning in there. They're pretty comfortable, fairly lightweight. As you can see, they fold that way, so the cups swivel all the way around, like so. It's very comfortable. Can use for long gaming sessions. They have a built-in mic here that folds down. And when you fold it up, it actually will mute the mic by default. It's got some controls here, the volume up and down. I forget what these three buttons here, or four right there, and then that's the power switch, the top. And that's just showing because it was actually on, so that lit up when I turned it off. And that's the wireless adapter that comes with it. I just didn't bother putting it away, but the adapter actually rests inside the headphones, so you don't lose it. And of course, the headphones are actually RGB. I don't understand why you would want RGB on your headphones, because you can't see it while you're using it, but you know, it's there for anybody who thinks they want it. Yeah, so there you have it. That's my setup. So tell me what you guys think. Drop a like and subscribe. Comments in the description, comments down below. Let me know, you know, what do you think of my setup? Show me about your own setups. What do you think I should change? Oh, I almost forgot my Razer mouse, or excuse me, Razer microphone. Yeah, I know, it's a Razer microphone. I just got it because it was really, really cheap. and it works. I use it for live streaming and occasionally used it for doing Zoom calls or whatever. But yeah, and of course the Logitech video camera up top. It's the 922C or C922, whichever way those letters go, I forget. But anyway, that's it. So catch you next time. Drop a like, subscribe, and hit the little bell so you get notifications anytime I drop a video. Talk to you later.